Hello, our dear viewers. Welcome to the AO Youth Roundtable. This is a platform where youths get to discuss different issues ranging from economics, social life, prayer life. When I talk about prayer life, I mean spiritual life. Of course, I am Henry Mdenda. I've been joined by a very wonderful team from Richmond, St. Charles Luanga Parish, who happens to be Mr. Bodwin Banda and Zulu Gift. When I say gift, sinikamba gift ija gift ya mkazi tikamba gift ya mwamuna. Zulu Gift, good afternoon and welcome to the program.
Good afternoon and thank you.
Good afternoon, thank you.
All right, looking at a very important topic, living out social teachings as young people. We are looking at it as young Catholics. We are called not just to pray, but also to act. Jesus tells us in the book of Matthew 25, verse 40, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did it for me. Social justice is not an option, extracts at the heart of our faith. When you hear the word social justice, what comes to your mind as a young person?
Social justice, what I understand by the term social justice, it's there are equal responsibilities, opportunities, and I would say equal rights that an individual has, not because of their background and circumstances.
Mr. Banda.
So according to me, social justice in my own understanding, it's the creation of a society with fair and equal distribution of wealth, opportunities and privileges, where rights and dignity are well protected. Yes.
The church teaches about dignity, as you've mentioned the word dignity, of every human person. How can we define human dignity in our community today?
Human dignity in our community today is whereby we know like every person is created in his or her own image, and therefore how I am created today must be respected by the society. So human dignity to everyone is simply accepting who I am in society, accepting my behavior and how I'm created in my own understanding.
Gift Zulu.
I think it's according to the behaviors that I portray as a person, the society has to accept me for who I am. Yes, and they have to respect my views and how I carry out myself.
Yeah, so when you talk about accepting who you are, there are some people that other people take advantage because of who they are. Others tell them to say, I think this one doesn't act normal. This one doesn't look well organized. This one doesn't know what he's doing. What's your take to those people that act or do not know that each and every person that's supposed to be respected for who they are?
I think for those people who cannot accept others of who they are, is simply because of this notion that a lot of people have brought to the society of... An example I can give is the notion of umwaume that is running around the society, saying, no, a man should not cry, or a man feels pain, a man should not do this. I think that's the same notion that has destroyed a lot of people because they're not accepting the standards of behavior that a person is portraying. They're saying, oh, no, you can't do this, and society has leveled us up to a lot of things that we are handicapped with. You can't do this because you're a man, you can't do this because you're what, and they've divided responsibilities of which that shouldn't be the case.
All right. So the church teaches about so much where human dignity is concerned, talking against what people perceive to be right or wrong, but the church is giving us directions to say we are all equal and created in the image of God. All right, perfect. So in what ways can young Catholic respond to poverty and iniquity around us? Or inequality, I mean inequality around us?
So how can Catholics respond to poverty and inequality around us?
Yes.
First of all, we follow the example of Jesus Christ as Catholics, where Jesus Christ helped the poor out there, the sick, the vulnerable. So as young Catholics as well, we have to portray the same behavior that Jesus did towards the same people that were vulnerable, people that were poor in that notion. Yes. So we should be able to help them and also understand to say, also inequality comes in place as well. We have people, those that are not treated equal in society, people that are sick of, let's say, diseases, people that have disabilities. So we have to bring them together. We talk of social inclusion as well. We bring people together to say that the way you are created now, you are created in God's image, and this can happen to anyone. So we have people that have been amputated, but they were born okay. So we can't just let them go to say, you can't mingle with us because you have an amputated leg. So we have to be with them as well to make them feel that they are part of us. We have people, those that are sick of HIV and AIDS, people that have these diseases that are not curable. So we have to treat them equally, just as we were taught in school to say, someone who has HIV is still my friend today. So we have to treat them the same way we treat other people, so that they may feel included in our day-to-day society.
Perfect. Mr. Zulu?
I think my take on this one is, you said about inequality and how how people should respond.
I talked about in what ways can young Catholics respond to poverty
and
inequality around us.
I think the best thing, one of the things they should do is, one of their responses is advocacy for leadership. Yes, because there are a lot of things that happen around, and as my brother said, there are some who are disabled, there are some who cannot manage to do a lot of things, and simply because they can't do this, and we can't simply push them away and say, no, you can't lead because you are disabled, you can't lead. We learn from each other. So we have to at least consider everyone, put them on board, and we see what we can learn from each other. Because I don't know everything, my friend doesn't know everything. So what I can teach them, they also teach me something. Yes.
Pope Francis spoke a lot about caring for creation. How can youths make small but powerful steps towards protecting the environment?
We start by recycling the things that we have, plastic bottles, plastic bags, and whatever we use in society, because they can be used out there in a different way. So we keep the environment clean by recycling whatever we have or whatever we use today. Yes.
What's your take?
I think the other thing we should do is we can plant more trees and clean our environment on a daily basis to avoid degrading and destroying our land more further. Because we have destroyed our land to an extent whereby we keep throwing plastics everywhere without being well informed what plastic does to our environment. But if we take necessary measures to do a lot of things and put in measures to say, okay, let's stop throwing plastics anyhow and let's recycle them so that we use them for other different stuff, we are thereby promoting our environment.
Perfect. Sometimes people say faith is private. Do you agree?
Yes,
Should our faith also influence the way we act in society?
Personally, I would say yes.
Do you agree that faith is private?
Yes, it is.
Should it influence the way we act? If it does, how?
Okay. Faith, yes, should influence the way we act, because how I carry out myself and at the level of faith that I have should be able at least to put a brother or a sister so that they know and understand that, okay, if this person has faith that this is going to happen. I have faith in God, and the way I carry myself out, I help people out, I encourage others. There are people who have, their faith is drained and their last hope has even gone. They think nothing else can be revamped. But if I encourage them by how I carry out myself, even though a lot of things have not gone so well for me, but I still believe and have trust and faith in God, I think people will be inspired and learn from my behavior.
So however I portray myself in our day-to-day society or our day-to-day lives, when we say faith is private, it actually starts from within. How I live my life today, it will be different from how people will see it. So people should be able to get something from my life to say, truly, truly, Bodwin has faith in God and how he lives his life. I think I'm inspired by it. So when we say faith is private, whatever I do today, however I dress, or however I talk to someone out there, that doesn't define me to say I don't have faith in God. It starts from within. I myself should be able to know it, saying I have faith in God. When I'm praying alone, when I'm doing a personal prayer, it also starts from there as faith grows deeper when I'm alone, because I speak to my God personally. So I build more of my Christian life. I build more of my faith in God by taking time of myself to pray to our Lord Jesus Christ to strengthen me, to say truly, truly that the way I am, however people see me, faith starts from within myself.
What is the concrete action as we conclude? What is one concrete action can one take as a group to practice social justice in our school, parish, or neighborhood?
So at parish level, we can do visitation to certain orphanages, trying to donate things like clothes, food, and also as pupils or in schools, we can try to educate people. Yes, we try to educate people. We form groups, try to educate people about what inclusion is all about, trying to make our society into a better place in that way. Yes.
I think in schools, we can put up measures and spreading the word all over for social justice, because I think if a lot of pupils have the knowledge of social justice, they wouldn't be treating others less privileged. They could include them in most of the things, because you'd find, let's say, a school is hosting a drama club session, and they'll say, no, just because you're crippled, you can't act. No, just because you have this, you stammer, you can't do poetry with us. But if we put measures of inclusion to all those who are less privileged and their backgrounds and different circumstances, it would help others gain more courage and include a lot of people.
All right, your concluding remarks as we close the show.
My concluding remarks is that as we have spoken about social justice, let us try by all means to distribute things equally amongst ourselves and also include everyone. When we say social inclusion, we mean those people that are not well abled. Let us include them in our day-to-day lives. Let us treat each other with respect and also fairness.
All right, thank you so much. On behalf of Lumen TV Zambia, this has been the round table, and as you may know that you can always come up with a very strong team as youths when we come up with such interactions, discussions, learn from one another. From me, Henry Mdenda, and the guys from Richmond Parish, who happens to be Bodwin Banda and Gift Zulu, and together with you, our dearest viewers, our time is up. We are here to say our bye-byes for now as we shake our hands. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for coming. We are out.